tip workers and service workers here in Nevada, increasing the so-called tip. You know, she wants this. When I said,
just watch this speech in Las Vegas from Thursday evening. The lisp, the constant glitching, the delusional projections. Watch, he keeps on doing it. Over here, he's saying something about tremendous armage. Here, play this clip.
I know every player, but this is who we're really fighting. These are the people who are doing such tremendous armed.
Again, this late night speech in Vegas was a disaster. Take a look at this. He tosses some like piece of paper and then it like kind of comes back and like hits him. Here, watch this.
You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in. Huh? And that's what we're doing.
Here he goes again, more mistakes. He talks about Aurora in California, and then he corrects himself, Colorado. Watch, play it.
And then you look at Aurora in California. Take a look at Aurora in Colorado.
Over and over again. Then he talks about how he's a senior citizen and that he's surprised that he's a senior citizen. Again, lisping the entire time. I mean, it looks like he's going to collapse on stage at any moment here. Here, play this clip.
Most seniors, well, I'm a senior. Can you believe it? I'm a senior. I don't feel it. They'll say, he has a conflict of interest by proposing that. Oh, they'll say anything. I have a conflict of interest. I'm a senior and I'm proposing some great benefit for the seniors. He's giving it to what? They'll come up with something, those people. But
now, folks, I don't know if you have, it's a serious matter, someone in your family who may be suffering from dementia, or you knew someone who had dementia. All I'm saying is this is dementia-like symptoms. This may be Alzheimer's. This is serious stuff right here. And he's presenting late at night, exhaustion, sickness. What do you think it is? Put it in the comments below. And here he's reading off a teleprompter while saying, I don't read off a teleprompter. Here, play the clip.
And unlike us here tonight, we have an intelligent group of people. You have a man that doesn't need teleprompters. Wasn't that nice? But
here, look, I circled it here. You see the teleprompter that he's reading off of. And then he starts like whining and almost crying that Barack Obama won the Nobel Prize and that he didn't win the Nobel Prize. What is going on? Here, play the clip.
Still doesn't. He got elected and they announced he's getting the Nobel Prize. I got elected in a much bigger, better, crazier election. But they gave him the Nobel Prize. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nobel Prize will be won by Barack Hussein Obama. Right? Barack Hussein Obama got the Nobel Prize. He didn't even know what. He actually asked, why did I get it? Does anybody know?
And then he goes, Barack Obama, that's the guy who brought division and hatred. Here, play the clip.
The beginning. The early seconds of his administration, and he didn't do a good job either. He brought a lot of division and a lot of hatred. And if these companies don't make their...
More from Donald Trump here. Here he talks about more lies about Springfield, Ohio. He's obsessed with lying about the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio. Play this clip.
Try going into a hospital now. Try going into a hospital. Go to Springfield, Ohio. Try getting into the hospital. They have this beautiful community of 52,000 people. And they just sent 30,000 people into Springfield, Ohio that don't speak English. You used to be sick, you'd go into a hospital. Now you're sick and they say, we can't take you. Every hospital is packed, every school is packed. The schools are packed with students that don't even speak English. You know what they're looking for now? Interpreters, hundreds of interpreters. Can you believe it? Because the mayor is a very nice man and he wants to help. And instead of saying, I'm sorry, you cannot be here, you have to go back where you came from, you have to, he said, we want to get interpreters. He's trying to be nice. That's not the way to be. And then you look.
And here, as our friend Aaron Rupert says, Every single day, Trump makes up stories about American towns that have been conquered. Trump goes, these towns have been conquered. This village, like we're in the medieval times or something. This village has been conquered. This is not a thing that's happening. It's delusional. The media completely ignores it, but the media's irrelevant at this point. Our networks are bigger than them anyway. But just watch this. He talks about towns and villages that are being infected. Play the clip.
I will rescue every town across America that has been invaded and conquered. And we will and that's true. Think of the words, towns that have been invaded and conquered. They've been conquered. They've been conquered. And it's not everybody's Aurora where they're talking about it. We have many towns that are in the same position and worse, but they don't want to talk about it. It's out of control. And we have a lot of towns that haven't yet been infected, but they're petrified that they will be, and they will be.
And by the way, that language of being infected, don't let this person run away from the Hitler comparisons, because that's exactly what should be made again and again. Over and over again, he makes comments and statements infecting the blood, poisoning the blood, the enemy from within. These are Hitler-like statements. Oh, here, by the way, Donald Trump, after, again, just doing whatever you saw there on stage, he goes, oh, I heard tonight that Vice President Kamala Harris absolutely bombed. Here, watch this.
In Georgia tonight, they say that Kamala has just absolutely bombed. She's bombed. It's the big story. In fact, I was going to watch it. I didn't want to come out. I wanted to watch that first. Isn't that terrible? Then I could.
No, Donald. No, Donald. She spoke in front of over 20,000 people who were fired up. Just take a look at the crowd that she spoke in front of. Play this clip. And here's one part from her speech, just so you can see how fired up the crowd was. Play this clip.
So, America, there is a huge contrast in this election. Just imagine the Oval Office in 3 months. Picture it in your mind. It is either so. But there's a choice that everybody has. So let's imagine it for a moment. It's either Donald Trump in there stewing over his enemies list, or me working for you, checking off my to-do list. You have the power to make that decision. It is your power. It is your power. So
now contrast that to Donald Trump, who looks at the media, and here's what he says. He says, this is what Trump's saying. Part of his closing message was, wah, wah, I'm not getting a Nobel Prize. And then he also says here that the media has a death wish. A death wish, he says. Here, play the clip.
Tells you, look at oh, that's a lot of fake news. Man. That is a lot of fake news. I don't believe it. Wow. You know, they sort of have a death wish because they don't want to follow me, but they have to because those ratings. Ultimately, it's ratings first for them, Country about fifth. I'd say country is about fifth or sixth, right? The great Vivek. Stand up, Vivek.
Yeah, go back to that Hitler chart, okay? The sicko's talking about it, and physically sicko as well. And here, Donald Trump continues to push election lies and then threatens that his supporters are a boiler waiting to explode. Like a terrorist. Here, play this clip.
That's crazy. It's like a boiler waiting to explode. You've been waiting for this so long. Get out.
You know, that reminds me. You saw that Donald Trump told that snake story where he threw the page up and like it flung back at him. One of the very first videos we made at Midas Touch over 4 years ago, we did it in like March of 2024, is a video we made called The Snake. We were warning back then what happened. Watch this clip because it's still as relevant today as ever. Play the clip.
Who has heard the poem called The Snake?
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Well-documented and severe financial downturn in the past year.
You know about sexual predators and things like that.
Right.
I mean,
You are one.
All right.
And it's more than anger, it's hatred.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
Down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen steak. You'll absolutely love Trump steaks.
More than 150 former students allege Trump University was a fraud.
Persistently illegal conduct at the president's charity.
Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman. Sigh the vicious.
Would you denounce what happened in 2016?
President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
He withheld the money, he withheld the meeting, he used it to coerce Ukraine to do these political investigations.
The American embassy in Baghdad under siege.
She stroked his pretty skin again and held him tight.
The Chinese government awarded Ivanka Trump's brand 7 new trademarks.
They're a pack of grifters. His campaign manager's got 2 condos, a Ferrari, a yacht. They're all just fleecing the campaign.
That snake gave her a vicious bite. The coronavirus. This is their new hoax.
The U.S. now leading the world in deaths.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
This is a great success story.
I have saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, heavens why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. We want to terminate healthcare. And then I see the disinfectant. Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Exactly. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million. Let me know. Do you think that's dementia? Do you think that's Alzheimer's? He looks very sick. Very sick. Like, no one's going to say it. He looks very sick. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers.
Real quick, Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram at MidasTouch right now as we head towards 400,000 followers so you don't miss a beat.